Hello and welcome to another BNT unboxing video. Today we're taking a look at the PlayStation Classic. Kinda. I've already did an unboxing of this, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's multi-layer box in a box. Nesting doll, if you would. The console itself, or rather a modification to do to this little console. But let's jump into this. So, as most know, the PlayStation Classic came with 20 games. Some were good, some were not good. A couple of them were the European version, but playing on an NTSC console, it was a whole bunch of mixed, not greatness. However, the system itself, the software running on it, was fairly open source, so mods were possible. In fact, to quote-unquote hack into it, you just needed a Logitech USB keyboard and you were in. I don't think you could actually code anything in it, but you could go into like the system parameters and adjust things if you wanted to. And there's software out there that some very smart people have made called AutoBleem, and you can put it on a jump drive and put ROMs on it, and you can play it through this console. However, I have not gone around to try that out. I have found a alternative to that, and that is what we're going to talk about today. The alternative is like that. The True Blue Mini device. It's a USB device that's packed full of games. This one has 101 games. It's a 64 gig jump drive. There's others that are 32 gigs, and they have a couple of other 64 gigs, and they have a 128 that I believe has like 200 something games on it. And they're all named after, drugs. I think the 32 is called the Weed Pack. Then there's another one called Meth. This one's the Crackhead. I guess it's kind of appropriate since gaming is sort of addictive to some degree. That's what this is. They have the games on it. It has the software, so it's a plug and play device. We'll quickly open it up and we'll go through what's in the box, which isn't very much. It's very stripped down, and this is what you get. You get the USB drive and a USB hub. The USB hub is not necessary, but if you want to play any two-player games, you need it. So this is what you get: two devices, or the USB drive and the hub. And here's a close-up, if we can, of the device. So it's blue, hence the True Blue name. It doesn't have a list of the games. The website does. I don't remember off the top of my head all 101 of the games, but it's a good variety of the games. And an interesting thing, all their packs have different games, so none of them overlap, which can be good and bad. And to use it, you have to plug into the second port, player 2, on the console. Plug the power in, and when you see an orange light come on it, which is about anywhere between 3 and 6 seconds, then you can turn it on. If you turn it on before the orange light appears, it doesn't work right. I think it immediately boots into the system software and doesn't use the jump drive. So you have to wait until the orange light comes on, and then you have this massive catalog of games. I'm not really sure the legality of it, so this may be a product that disappears off the Amazon shelf sometime quickly. I don't know. I think it's been out since April, so it's been there for a while. And from what I've read, not on their site makes no mention that I could find of the legality of these games. But other sites have mentioned that this is the digital backup of games you already have, which sounds nice, but I'm sure no one has all 101 games on this particular drive. So it's not like you can pick and choose, oh yeah, I have these games. So I don't think that argument is correct. And to be honest, even if that was the correct reasoning, just because you have the game, buying something that has the digital copy of it is not you making a backup. That's someone else making a backup. So I don't think that is correct, but yet here it is. It's also not very expensive. This one cost, I think it was like $23, $22.50, something like that. And it's a 64 gig jump drive, so even if you look at based on the hardware you're buying, that's pretty close to the cost of a 64 gig jump drive. I know you can get them probably cheaper now, but it's not like it costs $200 or something. Buying most of these games are probably going to be about $10 a piece, so it's at least $1,000 of games if you were to buy the physical copy. So I really don't know how it works. They don't make any mention of it. These games aren't free. I know you can go to torrents and get them. It's a gray area. I'm not really sure how to handle it, but most of these games I probably won't buy. I don't have a PlayStation to play them on, other than the little classic, so I figure why not try it. And I also figured in 10, 15 years there might be a YouTube video about this product that was out for 6 months and then Sony sued the hell out of them and it got canceled. And I kind of wanted to have it before that happened. So that's the overview of it. In a minute I'll get set up and we'll take a look at the menu system and how it works and all that fun jazz. Okay, so just to reiterate, you have to plug in the USB drive into slot 2, and then you have to plug the power in. And when you see that light, that means you're good to go. So this is the system all loaded up. As you can see, it's a carousel of a whole bunch of games. You just arrow through them all. But again, if this is supposed to be your backup, I don't know who's going to have all of these games exactly. It seems like a very weak argument at best. So if you do have them all, then you could use the excuse that this is your digital backup. I do find that, I guess that's a plausible argument. The article also did point out that it'd be easier to, if you have to know how to just make your own backups. And I will argue on that one, saying that it's probably not easier to actually take all, let's say 101 games, and rip them to your computer, and then put them on a jump drive. Each game is probably going to take 20 minutes to rip. Maybe 15. I think these games are probably going to be around 700 megabytes. So it's probably going to take horribly long time, but you're still talking 10 to 20 minutes per game. If you have all these, buying this for $22 is going to be a hell of a lot faster than ripping all of them. But with that said, and if you hit down, you can go through settings. There's even guides. Ooh, look at that. So there's a lot of games here. I've only played a handful of them thus far, so can't really give my thoughts on everything. But the two, I only played 2 games so far. But the 2 games have played very well. The graphics look correctly. I haven't had any problem. The only thing I don't like is that the controller that came with the PlayStation Classic does not include the DualShock, which would have been a very nice feature. But otherwise, everything seems to be great. This one has a couple of Breath of Fires, Final Fantasy games. You know, it has all the games I'm going to ever want to play. But if you're interested in this kind of stuff, you should check it out. Like I said, I'm sure Sony or one of the developers is going to sue this company. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to stay on the market. So if you have a PlayStation Classic and you're interested in checking out this stuff, you should. I mean, hell, it has Final Fantasy VIII. So that should be a good enough reason to pick it up at that alone. But yeah, so this has just been a quick little review of the True Blue Mini. From, I think, True Blue Mini. I'm not sure the parent company, but the item is called True Blue Mini. You can go to truebluemini.com and check out all the specs. If you see anywhere on there of the legality of it, let me know. I've not seen it. I honestly think I don't think there is one. I mean, I think, more or less, I think it's kind of an illegal thing. But that's my thought on it. Maybe not. But thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, leave a comment. You can leave a comment if you did enjoy it. But thank you for watching. Have a great day, and keep gaming. Bye-bye.